Well, most of the people are really appreciating it, and they cannot even continue without insurance once they started, observing the service and the benefit out of it. But still, the enforcement has to be kept as well. Because, for example, if we talk about the motor compulsory insurance, it is related to the car registration period, which is 3 years. So people sometimes they insure the first year, then they skip the second and the third year. But still, we have, huge segments on the market who are a strong believer in insurance, and that is increasing with time. So once they get the benefit out of it, then they believe more in insurance. But you cannot compare it with like the Western countries where the insurance has been there for a long time. So the need is really high, and the people are looking for different products, not as what we're having now in the Kingdom. It depends on whether there will be any new compulsory products in the market. If there are no new segments introduced to the market, then the growth will be in the range, as I expect, in the range of 10%. But it varies from one segment to another. For example, in the health sector, the main drivers of inflation are the lack of supply and demand between insurance companies and the medical providers. So if we have more medical providers and mainly hospitals in terms of number of beds, then the inflation might go down. If it goes down, then the premium will not be growing as expected. So the inflation will be very minimal. If it doesn't happen and we continue with the same chain and same supply, then the inflation might be larger than before. So the growth will be reflected tremendously. In the motor segment, there are some initiatives on the enforcement of motor third-party liability. Maybe as I explained that it links currently with the car registration license. If they enforce it electronically, then there might be huge growth in the motor, because we're missing like 2/3 of the insurance potential growth due to this reason. So once it's really electronically enforced, then there will be huge growth. If there is nothing happening in terms of like new enforcement, new segments, new compulsory business going forward, then I think it will be in the range of like 10, maximum 15%.